Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Last time we mostly did quests, but we've gotten them all cleared up now. So time to get started back on this
Heard the bones fell favourably.
on this lore.
To the Vale then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dane thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
It's likely. Fools there nigh on every night.
It's not been half a moon since Belarus.
That's what we signed up for.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatiana, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me. Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his
All right.
needs.
I actually not know all the information already. All she had to do was just talk to her fellow workers.
These crystals here are for citizens only. There's none for the likes of you. These crystals here are for citizens only.
The Dane may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another Branded, with a target on his back. The Dane may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another Branded.
Let's make this quick.
That's enough dallying, you two.
Go on, back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
Wait. You're not one of us.
You will pay for what you've done!
Stay down!
Nice.
Excellent. Another fight.
have enough. That is just borderline silly. Cool, but borderline silly.
The gates are closed.
Be gone! Look here, men. This branded would be so bold as to seek passage into our holy capital. Were he accompanied by his master, we might be compelled to grant it. But alas, he is alone. And the law regarding masterless branded is clear. Unless he wishes us to take him into custody, I suggest he return to his owner immediately. Look here, men. This branded would be so bold as to seek passage.
I guess I'll try and do these quests first.
You heard me. Shift your asses. You, branded, here, now. You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Rest in peace.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
I think he's already dead, dude.
Yeah, over towards the coast. Go on and help him.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
All right. Just slice it in
Brandon,
half.
come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
This is like the first time the game's given me like a real choice. A real dialogue choice here. I'm not gonna route the Dane. Maybe I should. I'm all for just killing this dude, honestly.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Now to find you. These peasants must have gone chained up somewhere.
Then we can play again.
Yeah. Just any stories where they have people that just treat other people that they think are lesser than them just like absolute garbage and filth. You know. It's not like it's something that's hard to do, hard to write. You know, I kind of touched on it earlier in this Let's Play, but you can... It's easy to write where people are just as awful as they can be to each other. Just do and say the most awful things. And just treat other people like shit. And you see it all the time. I mean... You see it all the time in media, where a story has a group of people that get discriminated and just get treated as worse as, or as bad as they possibly can. And I kind of just grow tired of it. Because, you know, I just feel as if people are being treated so bad that it is unrealistic.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
That was kind of one of the more memorable quests of the game so far, I would say. Probably the most memorable one so far.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help. take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Let's check for corpses. Well, there's blood.
You heard me. Shift your asses.
I do feel a little.
Another branded drop in the field yesterday.
How do they expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stone?
Let me just say though, I do kind of feel bad for the boy a little bit. I mean, yeah, he was a piece of shit, but he was still just a boy. You know, you can argue he just didn't know any better. He was being raised wrong, and he just didn't know any better. And he could have grown up and still been like that, but maybe he could have grown up to be wiser and realized the stuff he was doing was wrong.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Chloe always comes back. Always. But she's never been this late before. Chloe always comes back. Always. But she's never been this late before.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot. Oh, and you tell Lisette, if I catch that mangy creature around here again, I'll put it down myself. Oh, and you tell Lisette, if I catch that mangy creature around here again...
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
Chloe?
I guess it does have some white fur.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same.
Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
I think that might be more than napping.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I mean, yeah, she was upset earlier.
I'm so sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Well, I will say that the two quests I've gotten here have easily been the most memorable.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
How do they expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stone?
Yeah, I think those two quests kind of did get deeper than just what the game has been showing us so far, as far as the how people treat the branded. Like, up until those two quests, it's just been just a pretty shallow level of what we see, how the branded get treated. You see them get treated bad, but it's just been mostly like, oh, fuck the branded are shit, fuck the branded, suck my dick branded. I just feel like those two quests, you do get to see some deeper aspects. So I think overall I did like those two quests.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, It's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
It's my turn. Let me try. Come on, give it back. If my dad finds out, he'll clobber me.
I'll be needing some more straw for the stables. One of the hens just gave birth.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Dude, why are songs and shit just so expensive? I don't understand. Why the fuck would I buy a song for 40,000 gil?
Thanks for nothing.
You're welcome.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Call that clean? You good-for-nothing sluggard!
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb. You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
If you want my advice, find the merchant quick and speak to him and only him. Then march yourself and that brandy yours straight back to Northreach before the locals take up their pitchforks. If you want my advice, find the merchant quick and speak to him and only him. Then march yourself and that brandy yours straight back to
until the new moon. You don't think he's a dessert?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dane. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Man, that guy wants her. That guy wants her bath water.
As I told you, the soldier made no secret of his destination. He said the ruins were the perfect place for him to ask his beloved Dausabel for her hand in marriage. As I told you, the soldier made no secret of his destination. He said the ruins...
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dane's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from her.
It smells of death here, Torgul. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Damn.
Flames to me!
Well, that was overkill.
Damn it all. Bodies.
Well, shit.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
I guess no one could hear their screams.
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, It was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
I couldn't tell if he was bald, but I think he just has blonde hair. Short blonde hair. Well, this is very fortunate that the Dame made her way here.
Expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter?
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it.
Of course you could, had it not been personal.
If even a grain is missing, the collectors will have my head on a pike.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Get it, boy!
It amuses me that Sid would choose a chapel for your rendezvous. There never was a more unrepentant soul in all the realm.
Kind of funny, she just goes back to, like, normal right after that. You would think she would, be really upset about this, about her friend dying, and kind of would need some time to grieve here. But anyway, this is where I'm going to end this one. Until next time.